you know. Hey, Lily. Hey, Everett. Hi. Lots of friends are joining me. Hi, Riley. Lots of friends. I like seeing your faces. I mean, your little itty bitty faces that I can see on the screen right now. It's great. Are y'all doing good? Thumbs up. Good. Yes. Hi. Hi, Riley. I see you. And Brayden, I see you. And I am going to bring my friend Hunter on here as soon as I can. But let's see if we can find him. There he is. Hunter, are you there? Hunter, are you there? I need my friend Hunter.
What's up, Tsunami?
There he is. Hey, my friend
Hey,
Hunter.
Courtney. How
How's
are
it
you?
going, Hunter?
It's going.
It's going. It's going. It's been like a really gray day today.
It has. It has been really. You didn't say great. You said gray, right?
I said gray, like
Yeah.
wah wah wah.
Yeah.
Like
Very.
the color of Eeyore, like the color of sadness, like the color of rain.
And it looks like it's going to keep raining for the next few days. But you know what? It's good. Good. The trees need it. It's been dry, so.
And it's great movie weather.
It's
great, like finish your schoolwork weather because you don't have people outside playing, like hearing them in the background and wanting to run and play, you know?
That is true. What is
There's
your
benefits.
What is your favorite rainy day movie?
Favorite rainy day movie. That's a hard one, Hunter. You threw this out of nowhere. Favorite rainy day movie.
Hey, Anna. Hey, Ben.
I mean, do you know your favorite rainy day movie?
Yes, I think I do. It's Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
Yep.
I mean, see, if I'm gonna go like Disney movie, I'm gonna go with something classic, like I don't know, like Lion King. I love Lion King.
The first one, or one and a half, or two?
No, the first one is the only Lion King. The rest are non-existent, in my opinion.
Have y'all seen Lion King one and a half?
I actually haven't.
Oh, it's
I'm
mediocre.
getting, it's mediocre. Okay.
It was tomatoes on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, you know, speaking of mediocre and us, you know, having our opinion about things, I want to play a game with you.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be called In Your Opinion. And
all
all of our friends on Instagram down here, you commenting, we need your help. Okay? Okay? Thumbs up? You're going to help us? Great. So we want to know your opinion about a few things, and you can just comment. Let us know which one you prefer, right? Because we all have opinions about everything, really, when it comes down to it. So, in your opinion, Wrightsville or
Carolina Beach.
which one's better? You can just put a W or a C. W or CB. Wrightsville, Carolina Beach, anybody? I'm getting lots of thumbs up. I'm thinking that means I agree with what I said, which is Wrightsville.
Okay. So
I don't know.
There we go.
Wrightsville? I see Wrightsville. Thumbs up. That's up. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. You can write like Wrightsville or CB. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it everywhere. Lots of opinions. I feel like Wrightsville is the consensus. How about you?
Yeah, I feel like it is too.
I mean, Wrightsville Beach is my favorite. Is it your favorite?
Maybe say Carolina Beach.
Aww.
Yeah.
It's okay. I knew Wrightsville Beach was your favorite. I just wanted to torture you and say Carolina Beach. How about, in your opinion, Krispy Kreme or
Brits? You guys better get this one right.
Personally, in my opinion, I think Brits is the best thing about Carolina Beach.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes. If Brits was in Wrightsville Beach, I don't think anybody would ever find a parking spot anywhere.
I agree. The line would be so long, you would just stand in it for the rest of your life, I think.
Yeah.
Of course, 6 feet apart, right?
They're business. They probably make a lot of money.
Right. So, there we go. How about, let's see, in your opinion, let's say Hibachi Bistro or
Hibachi to go.
Or, Hibachi to go. Anybody been to either of those? Or Panda Express. That's another good one.
Oh, yeah, that's a better one. Let's do Hibachi Bistro or Panda Express.
Hibachi Bistro, says Chef Swander. I saw that.
Yeah.
Hunter, have you ever been to Panda Express?
Yes, but I haven't been to the one here. I really want to try it. My voice is
it's really good. You should go sometime. It's great. Yeah. It was tasty. I mean, Boombalotti's or
Cold Stone.
Cold Stone? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. Boombalotti's.
I agree. Boombalotti's is the best. Boombalotti's is always the best. You can stack it against any other place, and I'm still going to go with Boombalotti's.
I like it.
You agree?
I do agree. Wholeheartedly.
I mean, there's a lot of love for the bistro. I'm seeing lots of love for the bistro and lots of love for Boombalotti's, of course.
Yep. Does anybody? I haven't even seen one person that says they like Boombalotti's.
I actually saw Braden said Cold Stone.
Really?
I don't know if it was. I actually don't know if it was Brett or if it was Braden. I don't remember if it was on Karina or Brett's, but it was an Eddie. Oh no, I just saw Boombalotti's, says Braden. Anyways, that's enough about that. We all love Boombalotti's. It's unanimous almost.
Yep.
Okay. What about, in your opinion, LeBron or
MJ?
Who's MJ?
Michael Jordan from Wilmington.
I'm just kidding. I know who MJ is. I'm not that dumb.
Guys, what do you think? LeBron or Michael Jordan? Who's a better basketball player? Do you guys even watch basketball? MJ, yes.
MJ. There's lots of MJs, yes. How about surf or skate?
That's a good one.
Surf or skate? I would used to say both, but now I'm kind of afraid of the skating and hurting myself, so I'm going to go with surfing.
Do you know that I broke my arm skateboarding when I was in middle school? I was in 8th grade, actually.
I did not know that, Hunter, but I feel enlightened now. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, sure thing.
Would you discourage 8th graders from skateboarding?
No way. In fact, if you want to skateboard, let me know, and I will go with you.
So you didn't say surf or skate?
But, I was going to say, I do like surfing more.
Okay. That's good enough. How about Netflix or Disney Plus?
That's a good one.
Crickets? Anyone? Netflix? Disney Plus? I mean, I have to say, so Netflix is really great, but it's a lot of the same a lot of the time, I feel like. Disney Plus is new, so it's kind of fun. Exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can watch like National Geographic. Is that what's on there? National Geographic.
I didn't know. Hey, I don't know if you guys know this or not. Kate Stroh, I know, knows this, but Disney owns like the world. So
Marvel, National Geographic, which every middle schooler loves to watch National Geographic. I'm just saying, there's some good shows on there. Like, for real. You should check them out. Okay. This is a really serious one, though. In your opinion, which is better? TikTok or
Instagram? Which one? TikTok or Instagram? If you had to pick one, if you could only use one in your life, what would it be?
Or if you were only allowed to have one, because some of you don't have either, is my guess. MySpace. That's great, says the elderly man on Instagram. It's fine. Also known as Brett Eddy. Lots of Insta.
There's a TikTok.
Hunter.
Yep.
I need to know. Yeah, you don't have to have them, but do you like using them? Or have you ever seen any TikTok dances? Do you think they're funny? Do you know any TikTok dances, Hunter? I want to see them. Can you bust a move right now?
I don't, but do you know who does?
Who does?
My co-leader, my tsunami co-leader.
Oh, Johnny.
Is TikTok famous?
Is he really?
He really is.
What does it mean to be TikTok famous?
I don't know. I think if a couple million people watch your video, you're TikTok famous.
Okay. I see. Cool. I'm not TikTok famous, but I do know some TikTok video dances.
You?
I'm not gonna lie.
Right now.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do them. But I have, like, the ultimate, in your opinion, okay? This is, like, ultimate. in your opinion, and you guys all have to weigh in on this, like every single one of you have to weigh in on this, so it's like a fair assessment of what we should do, okay?
I'm really
Hunter,
scared.
do you know what I'm going to say?
I think I know what you're going to say, and I'm really scared.
Okay, so in your opinion, should I let Hunter cut my very long red hair? Should I let him cut my hair? Or, go Hunter.
Or should I let Courtney wax my leg to where the word love is spelled out in my letters?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm totally gonna win. I'm totally waxing your legs, dude.
I'm cutting your hair.
I'm totally waxing your legs.
No.
You better man up, because it's gonna hurt.
Well, I'm cutting your hair. It's going. What? It doesn't even matter what they vote for. Leg hair, no.
Wax!
Yes. Wait, I got one. Let Hunter cut your hair.
Leg hair.
Well, Javi,
wax,
you don't count.
Wax. I'm just gonna count. Wax.
Cut her hair.
Wax.
Cut her hair.
Obviously, wax. Wax. Oh my goodness.
Wow, Ben, you turned on me. You were saying I should cut her hair.
Redhead. Oh my goodness. Legs. Wax. Oh, there is absolutely no love for the cutting of my hair.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm not actually doing it unless I can cut your hair. I'm not going to do it. I will go outside and I will run away.
I'm thinking about this. Do I give the people what they want?
I'll say we can give the people what they want, but you need a quarantine haircut.
I thought my hair looks pretty good, Hunter.
Hey, I really need a quarantine haircut.
Okay, so let's do it.
Yeah, Heath said it seems fair. Let's do it. Okay,
fair.
well, I'm gonna leave Instagram Live. I got to get a mask because,
Yeah, because we need a mask because I don't know that you can cut my hair. I can wax your legs if we're not closer together than 6 feet. What do you think?
Really scared this is gonna hurt. The anticipation.
Okay, I'm so excited to wax your leg hair.
Be right there. Bye.
Okay, come. So he's gonna come and get me, and I'm gonna put on a mask right now. So you guys, Silas, you said cut hair? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing all kinds of cut now. You guys were like strong for the leg waxing game, and now I feel like I'm gonna have to cut my hair in order to wax his legs. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna prepare for this. Oh, there's Hunter.
I'm still 6 feet away.
Yes, you're still 6 feet away. You're doing fine. But, I need to prep my hair for my haircut because Hunter doesn't know what he's doing, and I don't want to look ridiculous after all is said and done.
Did you show him what I'm going to cut your hair with?
No, you are not cutting my hair with that.
I am.
You are not. He is not. No. He is not cutting my hair with that. You're ridiculous.
Why not?
You don't cut hair with that. You cut bushes.
What does it matter?
My hair is not a bush. Okay, what do you guys think? Is that about right? About that much? Should you cut that much of my hair off? Should I trust him to do this?
I think we should get clippers and actually buzz your head.
Okay, I'm putting my mask on now. I'm going in hot. Oh, okay.
Why don't you show them that?
Okay, you guys, you have to see this. This is epically worth it, I think. So even though I have to cut my hair, you just have to see what I'm going to do.
It's going to hurt.
This is a giant piece of like very, 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 I don't know, sticky Gorilla tape that I'm going to stick on Hunter's leg and rip it off. Like rip the shreds off of his leg hair. It's coming.
I do for you guys.
Okay, so Hunter, I need to see your leg. I don't even know where to put it. Right there?
I think like on the back of the calf.
Okay. You guys, are you ready for this? He's gonna hop up on stage. We gotta get the full picture, the full view.
Look at those calves, guys.
Wow, Hunter. People are probably like, what is happening right now?
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
He's gonna cry like a little baby, people.
I'm not gonna cry.
He's gonna cry. Just wait for it. He's totally gonna cry.
That's a lot more than.
Oh my goodness, you guys. This is gonna be awesome. Do you see it says love? Okay. This is for the love of our students. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm not enjoying this at all. I'm not going to enjoy inflicting pain on Hunter's leg, I promise.
I'm cutting all your hair off. I'm cutting it all off.
You're not cutting.
I'm so scared. Okay.
Okay, I don't know what you should watch. If you should watch the pulling or the tears that are going to fall from Hunter's eyes. Are you ready for this? Okay.
You have to do it quick.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Oh gosh, I'm a little nervous. Oh, hold on. Which way do I do it from? Hold on.
Killing me. Can you
Hold
just
on.
go ahead and do it?
Hold on, I gotta make sure I pull from the right direction. He's dying up there. It's actually from down here.
No,
Sorry,
do it
beautiful.
from the top.
I gotta do it from the bottom.
Why?
That's how you have to do it. Okay, are y'all ready? Okay, don't scream. You can't do it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have some hairy tape in my hand. Lots of curly, nasty little hairs. I don't know if I can see your leg.
It just is kind of all bare.
I don't know. I don't see any love on your leg. I don't see love.
Painful. I'm telling you, that was so much more painful than when we practiced earlier. Hey guys,
We did practice.
we practiced on my arm earlier, and it's completely bare. You can definitely see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, ow.
Okay.
All right. Well, now it's my turn. Let's do it.
Hunter, you cannot use those.
Why not?
You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Hey.
All right.
So here's the rule. You're cutting right above the rubber band.
So wait. Did I hear that right? You want me to cut 6 inches above the rubber band?
Hush yourself. He's gonna cut right above the rubber band. You have to hold my ponytail.
Okay.
And you have to hold it tight.
Okay.
And then you cut right above the rubber band.
Am I pulling your
Oh
hair?
my gosh! You're getting shorter and shorter! It's flat-footed! Oh my gosh!
Hey, you know who we should give this to?
Who should we give this to?
We should give that to Brett. We could
We
use
can
it.
put it on Brett's bald head. Oh my gosh, my ponytail's on the top of my head. What just happened? Hunter! That's a lot of hair. That's my hair. That's my hair. That's my hair.
Oh, is it on me? What's up, Tsunami? How do I look with red hair? Oh, this is so strange. Okay, gross. All right, hey guys. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Glad you guys are with us on Instagram. And hey, we have a couple of things to let you guys know about. We are starting a 2-week series tonight. Oh, thanks. I'll take that back. All right. Perfect. We're starting a 2-week series tonight. Taylor's going to be speaking tonight. I'm actually going to be speaking next week. And that's going to be it for our year at Tsunami, except for 3 Wednesdays from tonight. So not tonight, not the week after that, but the week after that. So like really technically 2 weeks from now, we're actually going to be doing an 8th grade graduation. So if you are an 8th grader, you have been invited to, or will be invited at least, to a graduation that is going to be a drive-through graduation. So we'll have your parent drive you to the church. We're going to create kind of a reverse parade. We'll have all of our 8th grade leaders here to celebrate you. We have a gift for you. We want to just celebrate the time that you've spent in Tsunami. So 2 weeks from tonight, make sure 8th graders from 7 to 7:30 in our parking lot out front here at the Wilmington campus, we want to see you and celebrate you and the time that you've been with us at Tsunami. Also, just wanted to make sure if you hadn't heard the news yet, wah wah, sad face, we have had to make the really difficult decision to cancel Fuse for this year. I know it's a big bummer. It's not at all what we wanted to do. In fact, we had started planning Fuse about 7 or 8 days before all of this craziness started. So probably about 2.5 months ago, we started with a 2-day planning session. And we just feel like it's the best way for us to be protective of everybody in our community, with a lot of uncertainty that's going on about gatherings and whether or not we should be gathering and how safe people can be. We just feel like it's the right decision for our church to do that. So what were you saying, Dylan? Oh, yeah, you're going to get your money back. Oh, my gosh. How can we keep your money? They're asking that. They're asking if they get their money back. Well, your parents get the money back. So It's not coming to you. It's going to go to your parents who paid for it. All right, but yeah, we will be refunding that money. So again, we're really bummed, really sad. We're hoping that at some point this summer we'll be able to be together in person. So stay tuned to social media. Make sure your parents are getting the parent newsletter, and you will know when we're going to be able to gather together again. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn the attention over to Hunter, who's going to lead us with our friend John in a song tonight.
Hey, what's up, Tsunami? Good to see you guys again. It is so much fun just to get to have fun with you guys over Instagram Live in this season, especially when we can't be together. But just because we can't be together doesn't mean we still can't have fun. And so, I have the word love written on the back of my leg to prove it, and Courtney's hair is half gone. But in this season, we are, oh yeah, also, this is John. This is my friend John. He's a Ripple Effect student. He's awesome. He's a really good guitar player, and he's on our Ripple Effect worship team. And so it is awesome to have him here with us tonight. And so one of the songs that we're going to sing tonight, actually it's the only song we're singing tonight, but it's called Another in the Fire. We've sang it before on Instagram, and we've kind of talked about it with you guys, but it's just such a good reminder that God is with us every single step of the way, whether we have a good day or whether we have a bad day. It doesn't matter. God is still with us. And I want to encourage you guys that God cares about the things that you care about, and he wants to hear about those things. He wants you to talk about those things with him, to connect with him in prayer. And so we just want to sing this song. We want to sing just a little bit of it, just some choruses of it, and we just want it just to remind us about who God is and how much he loves us. So here we go. There was another in the fire, standing next to me. There was another in the water, holding back the sea. Should I ever need reminding of how I've been set free? There is a cross that bears the burdens, where another died for me. There was another in the fire, standing next to me. There was another in the water, holding back the sea. Should I ever need reminding, power set me free. There is a grave that holds nobody, and the power lives in me. Hey, we want to remind you guys that we have a worship playlist on Spotify that you guys can go listen to. You can listen to this song along with many others. We love you guys. I'm going to pray for us real quick, and then I'm going to turn it over to Taylor. Dearly Father, thank you so much for everything that you've done. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for how much you love us and how much you care about us and want to know about us. And Lord, I just pray that you will help us just to recognize how good you are, how big you are, and how great you are. And Lord, help us just to realize that you are in every single moment, every day, the good days and the bad days. Lord, I pray for every single one of these students that are here tonight. I pray that you will help them just to remember that you love them. I pray that you will help them to know that their small group leaders love them, that we all love them, and that Tsunami is a safe place for them. We love you, and we pray that you will help these students just to have a great night. It's your name we pray. Amen. Thanks, guys.
What's up? How's it going, Tsunami? I'm so glad to be with you guys tonight and being able to share week 1 of a new series called In My Opinion. And tonight we're going to be talking about this idea. It's the idea of standing up for something. And for some of you, that might be like something that's really easy and natural. And for some of you, it might not be that easy. I know for me personally, like I like to not be confrontational. Like I hate having arguments or fights with people. I know it's opposite of what we talked about last time we met a little bit. But this idea to stand up for what we believe in, when we do that, sometimes it's awkward, or sometimes it's really hard, right? Or sometimes we hurt we hurt someone if we stand up for something that we believe or that we think. I remember this time when I was a sophomore, I believe. I was a junior. It was between my sophomore and junior year, and it was the summer and we had soccer practice. So we were in Florida, where we were doing 2-a-days, so 4 hours in the blazing heat doing soccer practice. And it was near when school's about to start, so we had been playing together for a while, and we were a pretty good team. We were expected to do well, to go far, and I was one of the team captains. And so we were at practice, and I remember it was a day where we were doing all of these really intense drills. And so we were practicing, and it was one of those days where it just seemed like things weren't really working. Like it just wasn't happening. Like, you know, when you play something or do something, some days you have great days, and some days it's just not happening for you. It's just a good day. And so it was a bad day for our team overall. And I remember our coach, Coach Eckley. He was an awesome soccer coach, but he was getting really, really frustrated with us. And he was yelling at us, and he was telling us like we were terrible and we weren't trying hard enough. And there were all these things that he was saying, why aren't you doing better? And I remember there came a point where I had enough. And I looked at him as a team captain, and I was like, hey, like, you need to chill out. Like, we are trying. It is hot. We're doing our best. It's just not working. And I remember he stopped the practice with an hour and a half left and made us run the rest of the time because I decided to stand up for something that I thought or believed in. And maybe some of you guys have been there. Like, you've gotten to a point where you decided to stand up, but the result ended up hurting someone, or it was a negative impact on the situation. And the reality is, when that happens, it makes us scared to stand up for things that we see or things that we believe in. It causes fear. And I don't think that that's true about everything, but I think it gets even harder when we talk about standing up to our friends. I know what some of you are thinking. You're like, well, I tell my friends everything. I don't have a problem with that. I'll tell them anything that I'm thinking about. But what about when we see our friends doing something that we know they probably shouldn't be doing? Making a decision that we know ultimately isn't something that's good for them. Do you stand up to them in those situations? You see, I think it's easy to stand up in the little stuff and share, but when it comes to really serious things, it is really hard to stand up for things that are happening. So, for instance, what if one of your friends was going to be or in a dating relationship that was leading them in a place that they didn't want to be in? And you could see it from the outside, and you could see these decisions happening, and you just didn't tell them. Or what if you see one of your friends not really caring about like school or responsibilities that they have? Like, you guys in middle school, you do have responsibilities, and you have to go to school, and you have to try your best and get good grades in order to graduate and then hopefully be a productive member of society, right? Like, that's one of the goals for us. So if we see a friend that's not doing that, like, it's hard. It's hard to stand up in those situations because they're your friend. What if it's like one of your friends you know is watching something that they shouldn't be watching, or sending things to someone that they probably shouldn't be sending? And from the outside, you know, when you see that these things are happening, but the reality is, like, these are hard situations. And so we know we're not supposed to be doing things, but we stay quiet because we're scared of what might happen if we stand up for what we believe. You see, the reality is, when we were scared to stand up to our friends, what happens is we start to make excuses. We do this all the time. We make excuses so that we would feel better about ourselves for not stepping up and standing up for the things that we know is right and the things that we believe in. Maybe we make the excuse that I just don't want to ruin our friendship, right? Like, we have such a great friendship, I don't want to ruin our relationship. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and let them keep doing what they're doing, what we know isn't what's best for them. Maybe it's you want to keep your mouth shut and you don't want to stand up because you've done the same thing, right? And like, we feel like a hypocrite when we see someone doing something we know isn't right. We say, well, wait a minute, I used to do that, or I did that last week. So how am I supposed to tell them that they're not supposed to do that? Maybe we think it's got nothing to do with us, right? Like, it's none of our business. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and hopefully they can figure it out, or someone will help them, or parents will find out, and that they can give them the guidance that they need. Maybe like for some of you, it's like, yeah, I feel like I should say something, but part of this feels a little bit like gossip. Like I shouldn't be mentioning this or bringing this up because I feel like I'm just adding to this whole thing that's happening. And so it's just easier for me to keep my mouth shut. Or maybe like you're at the place where you said, listen, I have told my friend this repeatedly over and over again, and they just don't seem to listen. So I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to stand up for it anymore. I'm going to let them do what they've decided to do. The reality is this is something that Scripture addresses for us. And there's this guy named Paul who's a missionary, and he writes letters to churches, and he spreads the gospel all around. And he was writing a letter to this church in Galatia, and he addresses this very thing. Galatians 6:1, this is what it says. It says, "Dear brothers and sisters, if another believer is overcome by some sin, you who are godly should gently and humbly help that person back on to the right path." I'm going to read it one more time. It's a short verse. "Dear brothers and sisters, if another believer is overcome by some sin, you who are godly should gently and humbly help that person back onto the right path." So there are two things I think that we can grab from this as Christians and as followers of Jesus. The first thing, it is part of our responsibility as a believer and as a Christian to step into situations that are wrong when we see them happening. Like God has given us authority as his followers to speak up, to talk, and to promote the right, good choices and right things all around us. And the awesome thing is I believe that you guys as middle schoolers have the ability to do that almost better than anyone. You see, because when you're in school and you're around friends, you see things happening all the time that you know aren't what's best for the people that are involved. And God has probably placed you in those situations so you can stand up for the good and the right in those situations, for what is best for the people that God loves. And the other thing is, like, it is our responsibility. The other thing that it says in this verse, there are two words that it uses. And I love these words, and it describes how we're supposed to stand up and talk to someone else about these things. He says we're supposed to do it gently and humbly. I don't know about you, like there are probably some of you that says, well, I'm great at standing up. I stand up for everything. But a lot of times when I stand up, people don't receive it very well. It's probably because you're not standing up from a posture of being gentle and being humble. Really what it's saying is that we need to be kind and loving to those around us, especially when we see things happening that are bad, and our responsibility as Christians is to step into those. Our approach should always be out of love and kindness for the people. You see, because the reality is we need to care more about the people than just the relationship. Like there has to come a point where I'm okay if you never want to talk to me again, but I know that you're doing something that is ultimately going to lead you somewhere where you do not want to be. And so because I love you enough, I'm willing to sacrifice our relationship to help you see the decisions and choices that you need to make in order to be on that right path. So, sorry, excuse me. So here's what I would love for you guys to do. I'd love for you guys to think through what it feels like to be that person, right? If you were the person who was walking into situations where you were choosing to do things that ultimately were going to have a negative effect on your life, but you couldn't see that, wouldn't you really, if you were honest, want your closest friends to stand up for you? To be able to come to you and say, hey, listen, I love you so much. And because I love you and I care about you, I think we should have a conversation about this thing that's happening in your life because it's not what's best for you. And I believe God wants the best for you. So my challenge for you tonight as we close is that you guys would consider what it looks like to stand up through kindness and love for those around you. That when we see an injustice, when we see friends making bad decisions, when we see students struggling to step into their responsibilities, when they're doing things that you know that their parents have asked them not to do, what if we addressed those in love and kindness to help our students walk closer to Jesus? Listen, we're about to go to small groups, and I just want to pray that we'd be able to have an open, honest conversation about this difficult topic. It's hard to talk about standing up for what's right, even if it means other people will laugh at us, make fun of us, or just won't get it. So let's pray. God, we love you so much. God, we thank you for tonight. God, just being able to have fun, and God, think about this idea of in our opinion. God, I pray that you give us boldness and confidence, God, to step in and speak truth. God, you constantly put us in situations where we have an opportunity to show people how much you love them. And God, I pray that we would have the heart to do the right thing in those situations, that we can stand up for truth, no matter how hard or scary it might feel. God, we love you so much. In your name, amen. Hey, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us for Tsunami right here on Instagram and YouTube. And we can't wait to hang out with you guys next week. We'll see you soon.